Hello everyone, so today we are going to talk about the market research. So what is market research? Before understanding market research, you need to have an idea of what market is. Market actually is somewhere where trading happens, where the goods and services are sold for money. That is the best definition to define market. And then we have the market research. Market research is when a firm or a producer decides to gather, analyze and interpret information regarding a market. They have a specific purpose, they enter a market and now they want to do market research, and in market research they are going to gather, analyze and interpret information. Gather, analyze, interpret. Remember this. So when they are in a market, they ask questions often like, would they buy my product? Why would they buy my product? What price are they willing to pay to my product? And what is the effective promotion? Location, features, competitors, everything is important when you are doing market research. So market research is gathering, analyzing and interpreting information, and when you are doing something like that, there are questions that you need to ask, and those questions were, would they buy my product? Why would they buy my product? At what price? What is the effective promotion, etc. And then we have two types of approaches: product oriented and market oriented. Product oriented is when a business decides to produce a product regardless of customers' opinion. Their focus is the product itself, meaning they don't do market research, they just produce the product because mainly this is the correct way when you are producing stuff like agriculture seeds and etc. This is the stuff you don't need to do market research there. And then there is market oriented. Market oriented is when you do it according to customers' preferences. Research is carried out and goods and services are produced regarding that. The research is carried out regarding a specific purpose, like when you go into the market after you have an idea of it. Alright? Then we have market budgeting. Market budgeting is how much you are willing to, spend on a particular product, on a particular research. Alright? That is your market budget. So research methods there are two types of research methods: primary and secondary. Primary is like first-hand information. Imagine. So I go into a market, alright, and that market is a niche market, meaning it is unique market, and we don't have other producers that have the same aim as us. So I go there. I should probably do primary research because I need first-hand information. I need to see how my product is unique compared to others. So I go there and I conduct interviews, surveys and etc. I gather information that was not present before. That was not present before in any government data or even in my firm. So I gather information that was not there before, and it's for a specific purpose. Like, I suppose I produce niche products such as designer clothes. So I go to the people, I go to my customers and I ask them, is my existing product good? If no or yes. And then I ask them, what new products, what is your opinion, this and that. This is information that did not exist before. This is what we call primary research method. Alright? And it is unique. Other competitors do not have this because it's conducted by you and data is only authorized by you. and it is time consuming. It takes more money, expensive, and data is also up to date, which is a good thing. Then we have types. We have questionnaires, online surveys, interviews, and focus group. So questionnaires are when someone decides to ask questions, detailed questions to someone. So imagine I go to a specific place, a market, and I just take random people. I sample them randomly. All right. There is also sampling, random samples, and code samples. Random samples are when you choose people to answer your questions randomly, and code samples are when you do not do this. So I just go there and I choose people randomly to answer my question, and questions are going to be detailed now. They're really detailed, and people can answer it. I can explain my question as well, right? So these are the questionnaires. Advantages are they are detailed and customer opinion is recorded. Disadvantages are it is time consuming. If question is not designed well, the answer is going to be bad as well. So then we have online surveys. Online surveys is when you can make online surveys if you go to just give a prompt to ChatGPT to give you the website. You can just go there and enter your questions and make an online survey. And that online surveys, the advantages of those online surveys are that it is not that much time consuming. You are saving your time, you are saving your money, and you are saving your effort as well. But the disadvantages are it may not reach the potential audience, and it may not have anyone's opinion either, and they are not detailed. And then we have interviews. Interviews are, well, you see, you cannot interviews, they can be biased. We all know that. Interviews can be biased because you don't know if that person is in favor of Coca-Cola or next cola. If I am from Coca-Cola and I go and ask them questions, take their interview regarding my competitors, of course they're going to side with the next cola, right? So they're going to be biased as well. They are time consuming, but we can explain our question in them, and apart from explaining our question, we can explain our question, detailed questions, and we can ask for opinion as well. And then we have focus groups. Focus groups is when you invite a group, a particular group, more than 3 people or 5 or 2. Yeah, you invite them and they tell you, you ask them specific questions and they tell you the answers. So the advantage is you can gather information, you can ask for opinion from different sects. Maybe that one woman is goth and you want to ask about tailored clothes, she will tell you what her preferences is from her community, right? From her side. And they are going to be like unique tastes, etc. And then it is time consuming, right? It is quicker than individual interviews. So the best, in my opinion, is that online surveys are best. If you want deeper questions, go for focus groups. If you want opinion of others, if you want opinion of different sects, go for focus groups. If you want detailed one, go for interviews. And then sampling, like I said, sampling is when people are selected to answer your questions. And there are 2 types of sampling, random and quota sample. Random sample are when you choose people to answer your question randomly. Well, you can get the wrong person. Maybe that person is not a part of your market. Maybe they are not your consumer, but they are non-biased and everyone's opinion is included. And then quota sample is biased. You don't get opinions of others on it, right? And then we have secondary market research method. Secondary has existed before. It's complete opposite of primary, okay? Imagine if I go into a market, I am new. I am a producer in that market. I am new, okay? Let's say I make houses. I build houses, alright? So I go into the market. I'm new there. And I need to ask that if this house, what is the what is the, like, how much this property cost in this area, particular area. All right. So I cannot conduct primary research. I have to go with the secondary one. I am going to get government data on it or my competitors' data on it, because this information has already existed before, and this is information that I cannot get if I go with primary one. Alright, and then we have secondary research. Secondary research is cheaper, easier, and you won't get this information with primary one, but it is not for a specific purpose, and it has already existed before. Alright, so there are two types of secondary researches: internal and external sources. Internal sources are when you get data within your company itself, within your market, within your business itself. So, like, for example, data has existed before, like how much was the cost on this particular raw material. This data is your secondary internal source data. And then we have external source data that is not in our company, it is outside of our company. Alright, so it includes government statistics that are, for example, they tell you the population, how many population are there, how many people are buying this stuff, how many people are drinking fizzy drinks, how many percent of people are the male and female who are drinking your fizzy drinks, this and etc. Then there are newspaper can tell you about the competitors and today's gold rate. If I am an alchemist and I produce gold, I am gonna know the gold rate today from the newspaper, right? And then I have trade association also provide information. Market research agencies, they provide you information as well and regarding the market. And there are online sources, like if I Google something regarding my competitor, and I can know about this, right? So this is the market, all what market research is about. Because market research is a pretty easy topic. You can probably solve it pretty easily. So if there are questions like, why is market research so important? Why is it so important to have accurate market research, right? So first of all, you need to tell them accurate. It needs to be accurate, because if it is not accurate, then we are going to have wrong information. We have invested lots of money in it, and we are going to go bankrupt, right? And then you have to tell them, if our aim is profit and to lessen our cost, then we have to go with market research. And we have to go with accurate market research. If we want to survive, we also need to go with accurate market research. If we want to undo our competition, we also have to go with market research, accurate market research, right? If we want to go big and etc., we also need to go with market research, accurate market research. Alright, these are the things that you have to remember. Because if you are a market oriented business in a market, so you have to do market research beforehand, before entering. And if that market research is wrong, you are going to have so much, like, you're going to go into debt, right? Because you're going to have so much loss, because you entered a market, invested so much money, but your market research was wrong. So it is important to have your market research right. I told you why is it important: to survive, to lessen the competition, profit, and there are different business aims, okay? And to go big, return to shareholders, any business aim, just write any business aim there and you'll get marks. Alright, so for today, this is enough, I feel like, because this was the whole chapter in IGCSE, GCSE, O levels maths. That's it. So see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.